Hey everyone, I've successfully installed Google TV on my laptop using nothing more than a USB drive, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. With just a simple USB stick, you can literally carry Google TV in your pocket, plug it into any computer, and instantly transform that system into a fully functional smart TV. No expensive TV box required, no complicated hardware setups, just a single USB drive and you're good to go. Now here's the best part. I'm not going to teach you about those severely limited 4 GB storage configurations that other tutorials focus on. Let's be honest, 4 GB is way too small to install any useful apps or games. Instead, I'll show you how to unlock the full potential of Google TV with expandable storage, giving you plenty of room for all your apps, games, and movies. You'll be able to play any game available on the Play Store, stream YouTube just like you would on a premium smart TV, and watch any movie you want. Think of it as a portable smart TV that functions exactly like your smartphone. Whatever you can do on your phone, you can do here. So, grab your USB drive, follow along with my steps, and let's get this installed. To get started, you'll need to download the Google TV archive file. I've placed a direct download link to Google Drive in the description below, so go ahead and click on that to download it completely. I've already downloaded mine earlier, so I'm just going to skip that part for this demonstration. Once your download is complete, navigate to your Downloads folder and extract the Google TV archive file. After extracting the archive, open the folder and you'll notice two main components, the Google TV ISO file and a storage folder. The ISO file contains the actual operating system image that we'll be using to create our bootable USB drive with a tool called Rufus. Inside the storage folder, you'll find multiple storage files with varying capacities, 4, 8, 16, 32, and even 64 gigabytes. The larger the file you select, the more storage space you'll have available for installing apps and storing data. Don't worry if this seems confusing right now. I'll walk you through exactly which one to choose based on your USB size. For now, open any web browser on your laptop and search for Rufus, then download it as I'm demonstrating here. Rufus is a lightweight tool specifically designed for creating bootable USB drives. It's a portable application, so there's no installation required, just download it and run it directly. Now go ahead and plug your USB drive into your computer. In my case, I'm using a 64 gigabyte USB drive for maximum storage capacity, while the minimum size you can work with is 8 gigabytes. I strongly recommend using at least a 16 gigabyte USB drive for a better experience with more storage options. Once Rufus is open, click on the Select button and navigate to the Google TV ISO file that we extracted earlier. After selecting the ISO, look for the Persistent Partition Size option and drag the slider all the way to the right to utilize the full available space. Next, click on the Partition Scheme dropdown. If you're working with an older system, select MBR. If your system is newer, typically anything from the last 5 to 7 years, select GPT. Once you've configured these settings, click the Start button. Rufus will display a warning message informing you that all data on your USB drive will be erased, so click OK to proceed. The tool will now format your drive and make it bootable. This process may take several minutes depending on your USB drive speed and your system's performance. When the process completes, congratulations, your USB drive is now bootable. However, if you were to boot from it right now, you'd notice that there isn't much storage space available for installing apps and games. Don't worry, in the next few steps, I'll show you exactly how to maximize your available storage space. Right-click on the Windows Start icon and select Disk Management from the menu. In the Disk Management window, locate your USB drive. You'll notice that Rufus has already created two partitions on your USB, a small boot partition and a larger primary partition. Right-click on the primary partition and select Delete Volume. A confirmation dialog will appear. Click Yes. Now you'll see that the primary partition space is showing as unallocated. Right-click on this unallocated space and select New Simple Volume. The new Simple Volume wizard will open. Click Next to continue. Verify that the simple volume size in megabytes is set to the maximum available space, then click Next. On the following screen, assign any drive letter you prefer to your USB and click Next. Now, and this is important, in the File System dropdown, select XFAT. You can also rename your volume label to whatever you'd like. Something like Google TV works perfectly. Click Next, then finally click Finish. Perfect! Your USB is now properly configured with maximum storage space for installing all the apps and games you want. With the system partition properly configured, we now need to place two critical files onto it. These files are essential as they serve as the app storage system for your Google TV installation. First, navigate back to your USB drive and open the boot partition. Inside this boot partition, you'll find a file named system.sfs. Cut this file, don't copy it, cut it, and paste it into the system partition we just created. This is crucial because for Google TV to boot properly, this system file must reside in the system partition, not the boot partition. Now navigate back to the folder where we originally extracted the Google TV archive file and open the storage folder. Inside, you'll see several storage files with different size options. So which one should you choose? Well, it depends entirely on your USB drive capacity. Here's the rule of thumb. If your USB stick is 8 gigabytes, select the 4 gigabyte storage file. If it's 16 gigabytes, select the 8 gigabyte storage file. For a 32 gigabyte USB drive, select the 16 gigabyte storage file. And if you're using a 64 gigabyte USB like I am, use the 32 gigabyte storage file. The key principle here is to always leave some breathing room on your USB. Never allocate the absolute maximum space, as this can cause performance issues. Based on your USB capacity, extract the appropriate data file. Once the extraction is complete, copy the extracted data.img file and paste it into the system partition of your USB drive. This is a large file, so it will take considerably longer than usual to copy, depending on your USB drive's write speed. Be patient and let it complete fully. Don't interrupt this process. Now, everything is configured correctly and your USB drive is fully bootable and ready to go. To boot into your Google TV, there's one more thing we need to check first. We need to verify that your system's secure boot feature is disabled. To do this, restart your computer and immediately start tapping the F2 key to enter the BIOS setup. Note that on some laptops, the BIOS key might be different. It could be Delete, F10, or F12, so check your laptop's documentation if F2 doesn't work. Once you're in the BIOS interface, look for the Secure Boot option. Make sure it's set to Disabled, just like mine is here. If it's already disabled, perfect. You're all set. If it's enabled, change it to Disabled, save your changes, and exit. Now, restart your computer again. This time, as your system boots up, repeatedly press the F12 key to access the boot menu. Keep in mind that the boot menu key varies by manufacturer. Some laptops use F9, F11, or even Escape. So if F12 doesn't work, quickly Google your laptop model's boot menu key. When the boot menu appears, use your arrow keys to select the USB device option and press Enter. You should now see the Google TV boot screen with several kernel options displayed. Select any kernel from the list. If for some reason your system doesn't boot into Google TV properly, or if you encounter a black screen, simply restart and try a different kernel option until you find one that works with your hardware. Once your system successfully boots into Google TV, you'll be greeted with a setup screen just like when you set up a new Android phone. Start by selecting your preferred language. When prompted about quick setup with an Android phone, go ahead and skip that option. Next, connect your Google TV to your internet connection. You can use either Wi-Fi or a wired connection if available. Once the internet connection is established, you'll be asked to sign in with your Google account. Enter your credentials and proceed. Accept the terms and conditions and continue through the remaining setup steps as I'm demonstrating here. Customize any additional settings according to your preferences, and that's it. Or you can simply follow my steps to set up your Google TV. The setup is complete. You can now enjoy your fully portable Google TV system. Install your favorite apps, play games from the Play Store, stream movies and shows, or watch YouTube. The possibilities are endless. You've essentially created a portable entertainment system that you can take anywhere and use on any compatible computer. If you found this tutorial helpful and informative, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more tech content like this. Thanks for watching,